Children of the night.
Hey there, fellow noises. It's me, your boy, Mikey, Lord God King of the night shift.
Can you believe this guy?
Maybe I'm getting a little inflated head.
Damn, boy!
Anyway, I wanted to make a video because a number of people end up, not by choice, having a cover for me on the night shift because nobody wants to work night shift.
Can't do it.
In case you happen to be that person who winds up in that spot and is wondering exactly what you do on the night shift,
What the hell do we do?
join me, will you, in a little night shift tutorial. So it's extremely important on the night shift to manage your time the right way, because if you don't, come 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning when things start to get really busy, people start waking up, and you got your day shift coming in, you don't want to be left there with a bunch of stuff that you have to finish. So it's important to use the whole 8 hours the right way.
Obviously, Captain.
Duh.
So this is how I do it, and this works out pretty good. When I get there, I go straight to the carts. I do it cart by cart. You can do it really at any computer, but I go through the Mars and TARS. I see if there's any new midnight meds or new 6 o'clock meds, and you can write them down on your clipboard if you want. I take the little cups and write the room numbers on the cups with a Sharpie. That way I know, if there's an empty cup, somebody didn't get their meds or whatever. I do that right off the bat. And the reason I do that is because you have got to get to the computer and start clicking off your Mars and TARS, because there's a lot of them. Say if we have 50 people with an average of 10 monitors each, that's 500 monitors you got to sign off. It's a lot. It takes you a good 3 hours. You don't get to just sit there and do that, because in the beginning of the shift, the CNAs are doing their first rounds, right? People are going to bed. They want pain pills. They want sleeping pills. You'll get interrupted frequently, let alone any kind of emergency, somebody short of breath or somebody having chest pain or whatever. So it's important to get into that and start that going as soon as possible, because it's going to take you a while. You do your Mars and TARS as much as you can before the morning. Then you get into your charting. Now remember, you got an entire building to chart on. You don't have any dailies, so you don't have to worry about that. But you do have all the COCs, all the antibiotics, new admin, all that kind of stuff. And it can be a lot. Here's another important thing to remember. So it's just you as a nurse on nights. So your CNAs are your life, right? And I'm fortunate to have an awesome crew. I can't say enough nice things about all my CNAs. They bust their butts, and they have sharp eyes, and they let me know what's going on out there. But it's very important to help them manage their time too. Now, their busy times are midnight, 2 and 4. That's when they do their rounds. Well, besides 10 when they get there. So another thing we don't allow to happen on night shift is for call lights to ring for very long. That's when people fall and you don't know what somebody's going through. So you're going to have to get off your butt and go answer some call lights, especially at those times when the CNAs are in a room doing rounds on somebody. So be aware of that. Don't ask them to do, if you can avoid it, anything extra during those times when they're on their rounds, and help out. If there's a lot of call lights going off, go empty that urinal or that water pitcher, or help somebody to the bathroom, whatever it is. I know you got your own work to do, but it's important that you work as a team, and they have a minimum of 15 to 18 patients, so they don't always have time to do their rounds and be diligent about the call lights. And we got to be diligent on call lights on nights. I mean, it's just the way it is. And I start at about 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, I bring the carts up, I stock them. That way, around 5 o'clock, I can start passing out my morning meds. Also, there's the QCing and the temperature logs.
Glucometer QC and temperature log.
This is the controls that are in the East cart. A drop on the normal cap, drop on the high control cap, the QC only test strips. God dang it. right here. Okay, put the strips in the machines and then press the right hand button until you see that little bottle there. It means test. Here, right button, test, right button, test. If you get a value that's out of range, then you probably didn't do that part. Okay, I'll dab there, dab there, dab there. 98 for east, 96 for south, 98 for west, 98, 96, 98. Do the same thing with the high control. 238, 237, 239, 238. There's glucometer, QC East, QC South, QC West, and the temperature log. So let's do East. Put in a date. Yes, that you cleaned it. Yes, that you disinfected it. I've already put in all the lot numbers and expiration date, so you just fill in the values here for normal and here for high. Temperature log is the other Noc shift duty. And it's pretty self-explanatory. Date, medroom temp, medroom fridge temp, the residence fridge and freezer temp, specimen fridge temp, door lock, and emergency room cart. You check and make sure that the tag's in place. If it's not, it's inventoried. There's a list on the top that tells you what should be in it. Other things I do is if the report sheets aren't updated, I update those. I ended up doing a lot of donated meds lately because people don't have time with new admits and discharges to do them right then. I try to, if I can, have time to do the NARC meds of DC'd patients, get those together. And really, that's it. It seems pretty simple, but what I'm not telling you about is all the patient needs that you can't predict that happen during the night. It could be a lot, it could be a little, but it can be a lot. It's usually a lot. So you don't want to be caught behind. You never say, oh, I'll do that till later. If you could do it now, because you want to have that buffer. And really, that's it. If you stick by these rules, you have a good night. All right, all staff meeting today. Let's see if there's any leftovers. Bruh. Hey, anybody want some salad dressing?